So welcome to CA Connect on 8th of July 2026. Today we have an opportunity to connect all together on Tally's latest release of TallyPrime 7.1, and it has host of exciting features which I would let Balwant sir to take over. But before that, the brief idea of doing this sessions is not to say कि ये पांच features हैं, these are the five features, no. But the whole idea is to share with you those amazing use cases of how it can make life easy for you, and what are some of the benefits you can take from the forum. Even out of say 10 use cases discussed today, even if say two use cases are useful to you, it is, trust me, it is absolutely worth it, and you and would be very happy to support you in your journey. Obviously, the trainer and the expert for today is Balwant Singh ji, Balwant Singh Chauhan ji, who is also our product expert in-house from Tally and who has been well known among various tax professional circles, including CAs, has undertaken several educational initiatives in this area. So I would like and request him to take over the forum and show us what amazing things 7.1 can do. And obviously, can we can take the feedback also from this audience and take it ahead internally. So Balwant sir, over to you. Very happy to have you.
Yeah, thank you, Janak. So, once again, very good afternoon to everyone, and welcome to Tally session. So, I hope I am audible, Janak. I am audible.
Yes, Balwant sir, you are completely audible, loud and
Okay.
clear.
So, without wasting time, I just directly switch to the product 7.1. My focus would be 7.1. Meanwhile, if any one of you would have any of the queries which is not related to 7.1, if it is somewhat other, you can have a chat box available with you. You can type the question and we will try to help you after the session. We will focus on just answering the questions which are related to the current functionalities of 7.1. So I hope you all will just try to help me into that, because there are Tally is having abundant of features. Might be you can have multiple questions also. So try to stick to the today's session. And if you are having anything, you can just type into the chat box. We will connect you. So with this all, I'm just going to share my screen. So definitely, Tally Prime 7.1 is actually a very recursive design, and it is all came from few of the means requirement or demand, and other functionalities have been means taken care with few of the feedbacks which come all across with the CA community, customers, and many more. So we are just trying to just come all across with 7.1, which is having a trusted AI function into it. And definitely we are talking from last 3 years on connected services. So connected services is getting more robust and more intuitive day on day. So we have just introduced few of the functionalities in connected services also. So we will talk about that. And definitely there is a personalization requirement. People need to personalize the Tally as per their need. So few thing has been introduced into 7.1. So we will talk more about that. Let us just try to understand, because we are just taking a small scenario, because you may be dealing into business consulting them. Businesses definitely come all across when join with you, might be small or big. It depends upon their approach to you. So whenever it approach, definitely one pattern has been seen that small businesses definitely grows to a bigger businesses with a right consultancy and right approach. But whenever the businesses grows, the demand of the functionalities and demand of the new development definitely come all across, and many of the things are being handled by customization, and many of the things has been introduced into default Tally product. So today I'm just going to cover 7.1, how the businesses approach, which has been a current approach of modernizing the business. So because the businesses has come all across dealing with multi-channel data rich activities, they are focusing on more branding, startup are coming. So these functionalities definitely is going to be one of the thing. So definitely every business has a question whether my application is also growing with the same pace with the economy and the demand is increasing. So definitely there is a requirement of multiple things which has come all across. So dealing of more and more documents, means maintaining multiple channels, data security, and many more. So let us see how it is working. There are three ways how Tally 7.1 is going to be explained. So for that, explain for those things, I'm just going to give a persona where Mr. Shyam is a chartered accountant and Mr. Ram is a client. So both have a clear, means close interaction with each other. And in many of the cases, whenever Mr. Ram stuck up with the many of the functionalities, he used to means ask Mr. Shyam for that in many of the things. So let us see how this modernizing data entry that has been built with AI is going to support, how a business is going to professionalizing their business interaction into Tally, and how the changing pace into the compliance and the reporting confidence has been raised into 7.1. So into this phase, modernization of data entry is one of the important parameter which has come evolved into few of the last years and which we have taken care. So Doc by Era is one of the functionality which is a AI part. There is market plugin which is going to help the TDS task, and connected banking have been obviously seen into 6.0 and the further versions where we are using connected banking. So we are going to talk about the first functionality, modernizing data entry. So let us see how Tally has been evolving. Previously, when Tally has been introduced in the old traditional way, the people who are going to input the data was only a manual data entry. But by the core of time, the people had just come all across having multiple data. So they want to import the data from Excel formats. So which has been already introduced into 5.0, where you can simply configure the Excel data with Tally, and you can import the masters, transactions, and minimum. I mean, all type of voucher type can be configured where you can just use the default format of Tally, or either you can use the your format map with Tally and import the transactions. Similarly, on the phase of banking, there have been several scenarios where people has been making the transaction out of the bank transaction, which is there reflecting into their statement. So that has been already eased. So banking is the bank statement is one of the part where Tally is taking care, and there are two modern way of doing the work. So AI powered, which is a newer function, which is we are going to elaborate little more about it. 7.1 के अंदर ये this has been introduced, and apart from this, Bharat Connect for businesses has been one of the data interchange platform which can make the entire transaction from purchase to receipt. Means for the distribution channels, for the businesses where there is lots of follow up to collecting payment, confirming the invoice, and everything that can be done into Tally with Bharat Connect technology, so which is there into this product. Now, moving ahead, let us understand how Tally AI powered document is going to help, and how why it is there is a need. So whenever data comes, there is a general understanding of few of the market where the businesses who is growing at a faster pace is having data which is coming from e-commerce, which is approximately 20 to 20%. The data entry which is happening into their business is coming all across with the bank statements, and there are other traditional platforms where WhatsApp, email, courier, or the manual documentations are coming where people are just doing it. So because the pace of work and the behavior is getting changed, so Shyam, as a chartered accountant, is also adopting these technologies to get more and more activities as per the customer, and suggesting their customer to get the latest automations which can help their business get into a right speed. Now, what happened, Mr. Ram asked, what is the modernization of business in the foundation data and entry? So, for AI, Mr. Sham suggests that can you see that how it is interesting functionality which has come all across? That is Doc by Era. Doc by Era generally have a tendency to catch the any of the document which is lying into your same system or within the network of your Tally. You can scan the document that can be converted into the same invoice, or either into any of the document which is there, any of the voucher type into Tally, or either there is additional technology. So there is a mobile app by Era, name of Era. You can take a snap or either scan the document, or either you can attach the document from the mobile, sync into Tally automatically from anywhere into the world, and the data will come into Tally, and you would be able to convert this into transaction. So let us see how the scan part is going to be effective. So you can scan and import. AI powered tool will extract the content from that document, and it will for handling the exceptions there will be means window where means your intent would be required, whether what is wrong, what is right, and Tally will suggest you accordingly. And you can just create bulk vouchers by just scanning the document. And smart mapping is one of the tool where you would be able to require some small interaction into it. So let us understand how this tool is going to happen. It is going to help you in all type of means document creation into Tally, whether it's purchase, sales, debit note, credit note, journal, sales order, purchase order, receipt note, and delivery note. Any of the document which you want can be done through this smart AI Doc by Era into Tally. Now, let us just see that how it is going to help into the business. So you would be able to get into the mobile app, and getting to the mobile app, you would be able to get the same company linked into your same mobile number. Linked with that, you can get your invoice, or either you can upload a picture. Now click on camera, take an invoice. It will automatically capture it, and it will display into the mobile. You need to select it and sync it with Tally. While syncing it, it will ask you key document, which document is this, whether it's purchase, receipt note, credit note, debit note. You want to get it into accounting mode or either into item mode. So it's all done from the mobile. Now that same thing has been taken as in one document also from the mobile, and it has been synced into ERA. So this is one of the invoice, and it has also been synced into it. So all the document which will be taken as an from either WhatsApp or either direct picture as JPG, it will get into the same company which you want. Now coming to the Tally, where it will get reflect, get into import, get into transaction. It will open a window where you would be able to get all your such transactions which has been done through that mobile app. So universal supplier, you can show the imported file also, which imported file or document has been used for means getting the document. You would be able to see that also means before getting it into the transaction. Because the mapping is everything okay, means the ledgers, all the masters are okay as per my books also. So it will automatically get created as a transaction. You can do it into bulk also. Now, in those cases where there is a difference, Tally will just highlight a asterisk there in red color. You can click in or click here. Then it will suggest you either you can map with any of the existing party by different name which you have created into the books, or either you can create directly from here. It will fetch all the detail from the invoice automatically, or either you can get through that old functionality of creating party through GSTIN. So you would be able to see all the details, whether he has just filed GSTR1, 3B, or you can just update accordingly. So the master can be created into both the ways. And now the party has been mapped into my books, and the blue color is showing the document which has been taken care from the scan, and the black color is the supposed transaction which is going to happen into Tally. In case of any of the stock item which is there is not created, it will also capture. Only you need to mention the unit of measurement, because an independent entity we have not configured it, because in many of the invoices it would be alternate unit also. One box is equal to 10 pieces, so that can be manually configured, and Tally will take care. So HSN has also been there, so you can just type the HSN or the product name. You can just capture it, and either you can change the tax, or either it will pick from the scan document, and now you can accept it. The all the transaction which has been there has been done into Tally with minimal effort through this smart AI, which is Doc Era. So this is how your document is going to handle. Apart from this, you would be able to get into the import functionality. For masters, you can use the master. And here, sorry, for transaction, you need to import the transaction. And whenever you are going to import transaction, it will ask for default. Default means the Excel, JSON, or your XML file, or the new button has been introduced into it for transaction, that is doc by era. Whenever you will ask for doc by era, you need to mention the local path where the file has been saved. You would be able to get the document. Either it will ask for all the document to be scanned once. Suppose this is the file path where few of the documents are there into PDF, image, or compressed file also. Tally will automatically take it and scan it and merge it into the main system from where you can take the related actionable. So these are a few of the powerful thing which is going to help you getting the document enter errorless, and going to make your journey very simple into the different phases of work. So definitely we have introduced journal voucher also, inventory, non means as an accounting, you have different choices where you would be able to do it on your own basis. So within Tally, you would be able to import the transaction. If you want to do it as a journal, so journal option would be there. You need to select journal, and you can do it, treat as it as an item ledger, or either non-item ledger. You need to select the bill, scan it. It will take some time to extract the document, to read and make it convertible into the Tally format. So you can see the imported file also from where it has been imported. So this is a tax invoice which is from any different format. So you need not to worry about the format. Any of the document which is there, it can be get into the system as you like in your format. So it is going to help you a lot. It will give you means less errors, and create a means automation into your organization or in your customer organization, which is going to help a lot into it. So this is another room rent, normal hotel bills.
Balwanji, in between you get a chance, no, keep scanning the chat. So
Yeah.
there are certain questions of repetition of the process might be they must have missed something or related to
But I would,
different.
if I would just open the chat now, this will not create a this will create a problem. If you would be
Understood.
able to do it, please let me know if that is related to any of the subject matter which I'm just not taking
Understood.
care. So please
Uh,
let me know. I will just cover that.
Understood. I'll help you. So Tejal has requested to show the process once more.
Okay.
And there are a couple of questions on how to activate Tally Doc Era. And one question is, will the docs remain saved in Tally?
Okay. Okay. So, as far as whenever you will get 7.1, it will automatically not get means activated into the system. So it will require certain means thing which you need to operate. So on Tally website, you need to go into enabling it. So there in Tally help F1 button, you would be able to get lots of Tally functionalities, where one would be Tally plugin. So if we'll get into Tally plugin, these functionality has been introduced into form of plugins. So this is Tally Era, the latest version which has been uploaded into Tally. For that, you need to get on the website, and you need to put your serial number for checking the eligibility, and it get enabled into the system. Once you will put the OTP, it will be enabled into your system, and you can see here into Tally that how it is going to work. Coming back to the document part, once the document which you are getting here into the system, It will be available till you will not take the decision. Suppose I'm just going to see the document of this invoice, so I can see the imported image of that document, which would be there into my system. Okay, let me just check. So I would be able to see the document uh, till once I have means not saved it or completed the mapping. Once it will be done and saved into the document, that image will not be able to see. So it is not storing the document, but till the time you are taking the decision, you need to just check the voucher also. So in many of the cases, it may be there that one of your any of the organization employee will go outside, take and snap and send it, might be from multi kilometers. So you know not to interact with for the uh, for sake of just seeing the actual invoice while just taking the decision. So Tally will store that till you will take a final decision. Okay, so definitely this is going to be one of the powerful tool which will definitely save your time, reduce the errors, exception handling can be done, and more helping hands. Definitely, any of the organization who is just trying to get more and more customer can be uh, think of it, and definitely a smarter way to just get into automation, new automation, which is doc by era. So definitely these things are going to add lots of value to the customer and even to the chartered accountant, because while just reconciling the document, one of the biggest challenges is that whenever you reconcile GST at 2B 2A, you find lots of mistake which customer while just doing the entry manually used to leave the invoice. Like while just putting the invoice number, he just take the three digits of the means large invoice number. So this can be taken automatically because he is not doing it, because the invoice number which has come all across is 15 digit. So he is not into habit of just getting all 15 digits. Might be while doing it he may means prone to do an error. So these all things can be minimized at your end, and whenever you will get the data, you would be able to reconcile it much faster, and you will be able to give a right means consultation to your customers. So helping your customers will definitely help your organization to get a effective decision making. Now coming to the another part, we have just talked about the Excel import being the one of the important functionalities of getting the data entered into Tally. Market means there is Excel import and one is the bank statement. So you would be amazed to know if you're not using that Excel import functionality can be used to get the mapping done into Tally, and all the voucher transactions can be get into Tally with Excel by default format also, or either by your format. But there are multiple complex environment which is there into the market, especially for the marketplace like e-commerce operators. So you can just see that there are lots of thing which is there into one single sheet. So I'm talking about the Amazon B2B, B2C settlements, returns, shipments. Multiple things are being taken care into that Excel format. So now onwards, that has been taken care into 7.1. If any of your business client is using means doing a business on Amazon platform, so he might be taking lots of time to just get the entry done. But now you can do it within a click of button. So let us see how it is going to help. And definitely, a connected banking is more enhanced, and you can import excellent CSV format of 145 plus banks into Tally to create the transaction one by one, bulk or consolidated one. So there are lots more which is there. So let us understand how it is going to help. So how the Amazon plugin is going to help. So let me just show you that glimpses also. So into the Tally, Amazon data import functionality would get enabled. In the similar way, you need to get into the website, ask for Amazon plugin. So it will give you a panel where you would be able to means put your serial number, validation will done through OTP, and it will be enabled once you will update the license. So you can see into the simple lasers, which is there into Excel, how it is going to help in. So get into the import masters. You can do it through Excel, JSON or XML. Now we are talking about the Excel. So we will take the Excel, we will get into sample ledgers of the default template of Amazon. We will get into the ledgers, and default, you need to only select the default template whenever we are talking to import the data into in terms of ledger. So all the lasers which is there into that Amazon import sheet can be imported while just getting the transaction, before getting the transaction imported. So Tally will do it automatically. It all the lasers would automatically get created, and you need to just get into the voucher type and create a right set of voucher type which is according to the Excel sheet, which is a recommendation before importing the data. So it will create automatically from that sheet. Now, coming back to the how the data is going to import into the system. So before getting into the data, let us understand how means it is going to help you. So all the nomenclatures, like here, what we are just trying to showcase, like into Amazon B2B sales return, it is written Amazon B2B sales return into that Excel sheet. But actually it is a credit note. So we need to create few of the voucher type according to that Excel sheet before getting the data imported into system. Now, when you will complete this task, you can proceed for the transaction. So you can select the Excel for the transaction and again process the transaction of the Excel. So I will take the path of that file, Amazon file. I'm just going to import Amazon sales. So here we are going to cover all type of transactions, like that single sheet is if having refunds. So we have already created B2B refunds accordingly. Refund means we are creating a credit note. Similarly, B2B shipment is a sales, B2C refunds, B2B shipment, because business to customer, business, and settlement TDS, TCS, other transaction which is lying on that sheet. All type of transactions can be entered by using the same sheet. Only you need to specify the sheet on a right place. You need to select the file sheet name, and you need to select Amazon sales. And now Tally will automatically give you all the means auto mapped template which is there, which has been done by Tally. You need to select one by one and import the data. So let us see how it will happen. So for the sales, I will take the shipment B2B. Then again, we can take it B2C shipment. So there are 19 transition in the Excel sheet. I will import it and it will happen automatically without any error. Similarly, you can do for B2C means shipment. Then you can go for B2B refunds, settlement receipt, and everything. So all six type of voucher type you need to create according to the suggested file, and all the transaction will get entered into Tally. So this is the file which looks like in actual form. So we're just trying to show you that how complex that sheet is. Even into the Excel sheet, you would be able to find lots of things which is there. In the single sheet, they used to manage multiple things. So you need to not to be means configure everything by yourself, and it is automatically done from our end. And only you need to means enable the plugin and start doing it. So automatically it will take the receivable amount, it will impact the receipt, and that has been auto created into Tally through that mapping from that sheet. So this is being taken care into 7.1 to just get the means entire workload of doing it in a different way. by using the same technology. Now moving ahead, definitely, is there any question related to means Amazon seat?
So there are a few questions related to ERA. Let me know if you want to take the queries right now, or maybe we can visit in the second half during the last 20-30 minutes of the session.
No,
I am
I'm talking about a specific means this Amazon plugin.
Let me just quickly glance, not related to Amazon per se. No,
Okay,
nothing related to Amazon,
okay,
Balwant.
okay, okay. Thanks. So now moving ahead, whenever we are talking about the functionality which is there into the connected part, so connected banking is one of the means thing which has been get into Tally. So from 6.0 onwards, we have started our journey with Kotak and Axis, which is totally connected with full API functionalities. Now we have introduced a few months back, we have introduced SBI. Now ICICI Bank is also live into this new means 7.1. So what does this mean? Means this mean totally that you can check the balance directly from the Tally without logging into your bank portal. You can initiate a payment by just passing an entry into Tally and sending it directly to the bank without logging to the bank. You can raise an auto payment advice directly to the customer while making the payment. You can check the payment status whether it has been processed into your bank or not within Tally. You can download the statement directly. You can fetch the statement directly within the product without logging it, and you can do the bank reconciliation, and even the bulk voucher creation can be done after importing the transactions. So these all are connected bank with fully integrated API connection where you would be able to perform these functionalities. Apart from this, 145 plus banks are there whose Excel and CSV format of bank statement can be imported into Tally to perform the reconciliation, to create bulk voucher into Tally simply into it. So these are few of the most powerful tool which has just come all across into 7.1 to minimize the work factor into the different organizations. So coming back to the from the modernizing of data, now coming that how we can just make the professional impact of the business into our interaction. Tally will interact into your market, taking one of the means new initiative which is their invoice print template. So in what is invoice print template? Definitely there is lots of interaction which is happening, and one of the bill which come all across with the chartered accountant to Mr. Ram is this one. So Mr. Ram just get surprised कि ये bill आया है, how this invoice has been generated because he has been using Tally. So he just raised a question. So he told that Tally in 7.1 come all across with one of the latest functionalities of means customize your template in a new modern way, and it is going to help your business to build a brand and communicate well into the market. So you can also do it. So he just get into the system and try it and done it. So definitely it is very simple and very powerful invoice print template which is there into Tally. So let us see how it is going to help the users. So we have introduced ready to use template into the product. You can use your logo, address, signature into that format. You can use watermark and the color themes. You can custom header and footers images. You can add and modify fields. You can optimize paper uses by just using this new template. So let us see how it is going to help your building a communication into your business. So I'm just directly navigating into means Tally. Let me check with the company. Ah, okay. So now this is 7.1. When you will come into 7.1, if you will select any of the invoice, suppose I'm just getting this invoice, I just want to print it. If I will print it, I will take and current. So there is one new thing which has been introduced, template name. The template name by default will come as none Tally Classic format, which is the traditional format, which is there into Tally as default. But if you want to just get into different templates, so here the icon has been given. It will ask you where to go. So here is a change template button which has been introduced into 7.1. If we'll click here, you would be able to get the templates. There are six templates which has been introduced into the product default, where you would be able to means get it customized for your business. So simple template suitable for small companies, suitable for optimize maximum functionalities you can add, remove, and everything can be done here. There is means logo based template, or even you can use multiple logo into your branding to means populate the masses that we are available these products into our invoice also. So different format has been introduced into Tally for dealing the uh, different details. Now the question is that means many of the companies or any of the companies as in technology can give it. So what is the means simplicity into Tally? So I'm just going to show that how simple it is. So I have just taken one invoice. I came into the template. If suppose I just want this here into because it's a multi-address template, but I'm just going to take a simple template. Means I'm going to take this template. Suppose this template. I want my now invoice to be converted into this template. So what to do now? So without any configuration, it is simple. You just go and press copy configuration. It will ask that in this template, would you want to change the classic template which is there into Tally? You press here yes. Now all the fields, all the functionalities which has been there into your simple format is now being configured here into this template. So now what you can do, you can save the template. Now you can get into preview. It will ask for multiple things, logo and other things. I have not configured. The simple invoice which is there previously has been converted into this format. So any of the user can do it. That is the power of simplicity which has been designed by Tally, and you can means do multiple activities here into this. Now let me just show you the major part and major functionality, how it is going to help the businesses to create the brand. Suppose you want to add any of the field or you want to remove any of the field and functionalities which you don't want into your invoice. So you can just press here add and remove. So under this functionality you can press yes, no, whatever you want to do into your invoice, you can do that. Or either from here also you can copy the previous configuration which is applicable into your classic format. So you can do it directly by just coming here F4. You want to add a watermark. Suppose you want to means add a watermark. So what you can suggest, you want to do it into image or text form. So you can have an image. So Tally will convert that image into your background, or either you can just type a text. So enter the text. Suppose I just taken the name. It will ask you for the color, which color you want as a background to be reflected. I just taken one lighter color. Now you want it horizontal, diagonal. I just taken diagonal. You want small, medium, large. I just taken a medium one. Light, medium, or dark. I just taken a medium one. So you can see the Apex distributor which is coming within the invoice can be done by anyone. The simplicity has been retained into it. So you can customize as per your brand. You can just do lots of things by using the watermark. Now, coming to the header image, you can change the header image also. If you want to change the header image, you can click for the header image and you can customize the header and the footer images directly by using these things, because the header image has not been yet added into it. So you would not be able to do that. So once you will add the header image, which you require from letterhead or from your branding, you can do that. You can custom the field while just getting into this custom field also after doing it. So what you want to do as in custom, If you want that company details, you want to make some changes into company detail, so you can select it. So what do you want? Enter detail manually. So what you want as an field, so you can add anything which is regarded to, so field key value, which is the field value which is going to be reflected. So you need to take the field title and field value, and you can configure and save it. It will be available into invoice, into the same file. So means you would be able to do lots of thing into it. Suppose this color which is there into template you don't want, you want to add the different color. So you would be able to change it into font also. You can change into the color also, and you want to change the background color in a little different thing. So I'm just taking the means little lighter color, and font color. I'm just going to font color this. So you can do multiple things within the invoice, and it is easy to use, and it can be customized by any of you. So you would be able to edit the color, edit the field properties. You want to edit this one. So you would be able to you want to mention the title from buyer bill, buyer in bracket bill to. You want just to mention bill to. So you would be able to do that. So in invoice, it will come as in bill to. So certain level of changes can be saved into, and it can be done into it. So you would be able to do edit field properties through, and print setting. You would be able to do the print setting, which is there previously into F12. Few of the functionality has been added. You can save the template now was doing it, and or either you can convert this as an default. Suppose in your organization someone was just doing and set it as a default. So what will happen? It will save the template and make it as default. So someone has just saved it and make it as a default, but you don't want to make it as a default. So what you can do, you can change it by just going again into the same window. If you are going to get into change template, so if you have set is default, you can convert this roll back to the original also, means remove default. So these are few of the functionalities which is being created automated into 7.1, which will help the entire organization to build their brand and make their invoices as you can means like into your organization or for the customer. So I can just show you a few of the template which is already been there, which has been designed. So you would be able to see this template. This is directly from Tally. This has been designed for from within Tally. This is the second template with few changes. You would be able to get, you can means do it into multiple formats, and you can means show your brand within Tally by using these functionalities. So
There are quite a few queries around invoice customization and invoice printing templates. Can we take them
yeah,
up?
yeah, please.
Yeah, so I'll just go back to the uh, okay. So how can we fill the image of the logo of our firm and the associated brands? So say for example, I have a firm and I work with three major big customers, known brands. Can I show them? How can we do that?
Yes, yes, that is that is already there. How you can do it? Definitely, this is a question which you definitely ask the partner. But these are few of the branding logos. You want your image here. You want some of the branding, means brand name, brand logos here reflected and the down. So you can do it all way. How it can be done? I'm just going to show you quickly into the Tally. Excuse me. I'm just taking the right. I'm just taking the right company because I have opened multiple Tally. I just closed it. I can show it from here also. So you get into any of the invoice. Suppose I'm just taking this one. I'm printing it. Current. Oh, sorry, sales invoice. I'm getting into print. Current. Only thing which you need to take care is that whenever you are going for multi logo, suppose you want a few of the company's logo which depict that you are working for these companies, you are distributor for this company. So what you need to do whenever you are just adding any of the images, so there are multiple fields which is there, which has been there into the means parameter where you would be able to do that. Suppose you want to add a header image, so you need to have an image of that header, so where you have just kept that image, so Tally will automatically take that image. The only thing is that here only BMP, JPG and PNG file formats are supported. So before doing this activity, you need to check the format which has been saved. So you can add these functionalities into Tally by using these formats into the invoice. So we have given for means different parameters, so you would be able to get into it. So
Yeah.
image का नाम, suppose I just want to get one image, I don't know which is there, so I just taken this logo, so it has been automatically taken care. So you want to add here next one, so you can get into edit one, so you need to get in the system and you can eliminate. So you can reset the field. You reset means it will lose the data, previous data which has been stored. Again, you can edit the new image. So you can do a lot. You can bring these thing here down into the means at the lower level. At even you can have your footer node with lots of footer image with lots of logo that can also be taken care. So you can come here, take the footer image. Suppose there is a just like a letterhead where it is showing multiple brand names, so you can just scan it properly, or you just take a CDR format, convert into JPG, PMP, or into PNG format, and you can just ask for that image, and you would be able to add that footer image also there into the system. So you would be able to do that like this. So it will come here and it will show you all the logo and brands here. Only you need to remember that whenever you are doing these activities, once you will complete all the formatting and everything, you need to save the template. Save the template and it will give you a reflected name. Either you can choose your name, save it. Once you will save it, it will be there into Tally to just print it.
Uh, we'll move
Yeah,
on to
any other
the
question?
Yeah, moving on to next question. And before that, I would like to appeal to everybody. Please use the Q&A. Right now, I'm just scanning the chat for queries on invoice templates. Post the session, which should happen in like 5-10 minutes, and maybe we'll have 20-25 minutes for Q&A. Over there, we would be going first through the Q&A of all the topics that are there, because scanning it is very difficult to keep track of all the chats. We might miss out on a lot of questions, so please take it as a request to prefer use of Q&A. Right now, I'm just scanning for invoice customization and invoice, in fact, invoice print templates. So there are a couple of queries, Balwanji. Uh, so a CA uses multiple companies. Can we change the template and logo every time when we change the company, or is it saved at a company level? How does it
You can
work?
you can save while just doing this activity. If you have seen the old pattern of save functionality, it will work also here into the system. Like whenever whenever you are just going to, let me just take the another company. Suppose you are going to save this template, it will ask you set as a default for all sales. It will say yes, So it will happen for all the sales. Further, it will ask ki show additional configuration. So it will ask you ki whether you want to do it for this company. So you can do it in each and every company, or either you can apply for all companies. Means whatever company you will load into this application, this serial number which you are operating on the same machine, this will apply there.
Yeah. Shall we move on to next question, Balwantji?
Yeah.
So Amit is asking, where do we get image sizes, pixel width, so that images appear proper? Any reference, any guidelines about what sort of pixels you want to use, or uh, dimensions or something?
So this is again, I'm just saying this is a power of simplicity. So only take the proper means good resolution pictures, save it into BMP, JPG or PNG file. It will automatically sync into that format.
Yeah. Arjun ji has, I think, given a feedback, and maybe I can ask him a question over here. Arjun ji, he has mentioned that in some invoices, we templates, we cannot find height and width of page. Okay, so if you can share which templates are those, or Balwantji, if you have any idea related to this issue and how we work around, you can address that.
Means post launch of this event, few of the feedback as an means when beta has been there into the system has come that there was some space issue into the invoice format where whenever if you are taking the stock item name, it was utilizing the half image like this into the image. The invoice was utilizing this, but it has been resolved now. Whenever you will get into the means you will save it, whenever you will means get into print preview, you will see it will try to sync automatically to its bottom line. So it will give you the maximum space where you would be able to put the item name. Previously, it has been seen that it was syncing till the configuration button, but into the configuration panel, it will not show, but into the actual invoice, it will work accordingly.
Yeah.
Now that issue has been already taken care. If that space and other thing was there, so once you will print, it will automatically sync. Just if you have not upgraded from beta to means regular release, please update it and you will find it.
In fact, what I can request all the members and urge all of them is, see, we are meeting for this 1.5 hour session. You will have a lot of queries around the working of your CA practice and using Tally's power to fullest and optimizing. We have WhatsApp groups. After I finish the statement, I will drop the link. You can join our WhatsApp groups and continue the conversation. We have experts who use Tally, and the community will answer itself, okay, about what are the best practices. So coming back to the questions, will the recording be available? Yes, in a week's time it will be available on Tally's YouTube channel. Is this feature only for multi-user, single user? I believe, Balwanji, this is irrespective of you're a single user or multi-user. If you have TSS, it will be available to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that
So
is
so
the
you can see lots of template can be designed. This all display has been done within Tally. So means we are just trying to reshape the modern way of working and how the company used to perceive. Now we want to do it directly from the Tally. So this print template, invoice print template has been introduced into 7.1. So more and more questions can come because we have limited time. I need to just
yeah,
give a few of more insightful thing which has just come all across like schedule 3, HSN validation,
sure,
connected GST and TallyPrime. So
sure.
few of the amendments and few of the new functionalities which has been there, which has been introduced into Tally. Let us see what are those. So in most of the things, Schedule 3 and HSN validation has been introduced, which is going to be one of the powerful tool. Schedule 3, definitely Schedule 3 is all the functionalities are being taken care so that it can be available for the user in few of the clicks. It is faster, simpler, and definitely all the Schedule 3 statement has been taken as per the ICAI guidelines, and even you will see the same type of template which is there for Schedule 3 Division 1 companies. So now the same similarly how we have just enabled for the other dog by era plugin or either for the plugin of Amazon, you also need to just get into the plugin of Division 1, Schedule 3 Division 1 company. So I will request, can you just paste the link for all these schedules, means all these plugin into our website?
Sorry, Balwanji, come again. You are requesting
Can you
something?
just share into the chat that how they can enable for Schedule 3 Division 1, how they can go for Dockera? Can you just share the links into the chat
Yeah, if
box?
you have them ready, you can give it to me separately. I'll paste it.
Okay,
We
okay.
can do it.
I
Yeah,
will share you. I will share you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So let us understand what was the complication, why we have been waiting since long for Schedule 3. So this is one of the fundamental thing because Tally has a T-safe format and the Schedule 3 is definitely a tabular layout format, which mean a lot. Tabular layout format is more descriptive, and within Tally it does not get all the information, and it will be difficult for means every user to classify everything within the Tally. So what we have just introduced, we have just tried to get into few of the changes which to simplify the process. Like there was a operational terms versus statutory taxonomy. Like into Tally, we used to get into fixed assets, loan, liability. But generally into the Schedule 3, how we look into this, we look into PPE, your current versus non-current, and even into current and non-current. You borrowed, non-borrowed, by which bank, multiple things, current assets, non-current assets. So all those classification making happen into the Tally is somewhat very critical, and previous experience which we have come all across while auditor's license was there for means that Schedule 6 balance sheet was very hectic. So we have just come all across with the solution by introducing a simple format or technology within Tally through plugin. So how it is going to work? You can just click a single button into Tally, which will automatically create that file, and it will means generate a already means mapped template. Almost 60% mapping would be done. Only the intention where you would be required 40% of the transaction you need to do. For those companies who are having bill by bill settlement and everything in the more polished work way, those data will automatically get into Tally according to the means that schedule which is there. So definitely it is going to do. So what is recommended? It definitely you would be able to do that. So let me just show you how it will work into Tally. So let me check with that company. I will just open the same company here. So what you need to do, only get into the balance sheet. This is somewhat a balance sheet which looks like, but into Schedule 3, it will ask for further that how the secure loan has been classified into different schedules. So it will ask those informations also. It was very hectic to just get into the system. So how we are going to handle it? So suppose I'm just taking a company which is having 2 years means data into the same company. If you're not having that, you need to just select the company for other period also. If you are having two different companies, you can load it directly from here. Tally will pop up with the data. Here you can just go into export. You need to ask for the financial statement. Once this plugin has been enabled, you will get this window. Financial statement, it will ask for the non-corporate entities or Schedule 3. You need to get into Schedule 3. You need to configure, make little changes that what will be the current end year and means previous year data is into separate company or not. You need to configure everything here and just save it. And once you will just complete it, once you will complete it, all the processes, save it and export it. That's it. So how it is going to help? It will try to fetch all the data which is within the system into the same format which is suggested by ICAI. So let me just not get into the entire stuff of mapping and everything. I'm just trying to show you already the template and how you need to do that. Once the template will get generated into the system, it will automatically open, and it once it will automatically get opened, So once it will come, uh, whenever you will get it into the system, what will happen? You will find a file which will looks like this, and there will be two files. You need to enable the edit, means enable. It will ask for edit. You need to enable that. So there will be index file, and all the linked formula based schedules would be there. Everything is there, and related readme note is there, where you would will find that how you need to get the mapping done into tally for each and every means clauses. It has been there into tally, so you can read the document for clarity, get into the index. You need to just operate four type of configuration here into tally. So it will automatically fetch the trial balance current year and trial balance previous year, stock current year, stock previous year. So what you need to go, there are four classification which you need to do, and all other document will automatically get mapped into it. So what is there? Get into basic info. So basis on the company, it will fill the detail. You need to put the entity signatory in, means the charter account in entity update into signatory detail and everything. You will get it here. After filling the detail, you need to click here, update signatory detail, signature, signing, everything, share capital details. You need to do it here and update this. Basis on that, once again, you will get into the once this sheet come into the trial balance current year. So you will find such type of experience where means red color thing would be highlighted. Whenever you will scroll at the left, so what you will get? You will get the TallyPrime group name, its nature, main group, parent group, ledger name, and the opening balances. Now, basis on the schedule 3, what you need to do, if there is any provisional adjustment, you need to put the entry debit or credit. So it will automatically populate into the schedules as per there. If you need to bifurcate the amount into non-current to current, you can do it here. And after doing here, you will find there are certain unmapped classification which is showing as unmapped. So what you need to select? Suppose I'm just going to do it for this reserve and surplus. So I need to get into reserve and surplus. So I just want to classify into retained earning. So when I will just classify into the retained earning, automatically unmapped will get into mapped one automatically. So you need to just configure this, complete this. Once you will complete this, you need not to do the same configuration for the previous year trial balance. You need to come into previous year trial balance, and you need to ask the update the mapping from the current year means mapping. So automatically every classification will work as it has been done into current year. So what you need to do, you need to perform these activities. Your stock, you need to define the stock into different categories depending upon the clause. You need to, if you want to means add the note, you can add it, and basis on these information you can update, ask for update from the previous one, it will take it. Again, you need to get into the debtor. So the amount you need to bifurcate less than 6 months, 6 to 1 year, 1 to 2 year, 2 to 3, and more than 3 year. So if the bill detail has been not done bill by bill, it will not reflect. So once it will be done on bill and bill, few of the value will automatically come here into the set heading, or either you can just classify the amount into this sheet by putting it manually. Oh, sorry. So once you will do it, automatically it will get updated into the system. And once you will complete the entire mapping for creditor, debtors, itna, and apply the mapping into the same from this one, so everything would be able, you will get a ready, and you can generate all notes. You can print it into PDF format, and you can do means export into Excel. So automatically every finalized detail will calculated according to the mapping which has been done into this sheet will be taken care. And like here you are able to see that these notes, additional notes, ratio notes, revenue, everything will get populated into the schedules which is required as per the current schedule 3. So that has been taken care. And now once again I just pressed it, so it is generating once again. So you would be able to do it at each. Again, coming back to the compliance, definitely say means ITC claim, supplier invoice, cash flow uninterrupted, and these have been one of the strongest story into the market where most of the people stuck up, because any of the business just want to means reduce the cycle of the payment, and that is the logic to grow of the growth of the business. And technology definitely is impacting a lot into it. So into GST era, we are just trying to means build that technology which is going to help into these things, through which you would be able to consult your customer, you would be able to get the right information to the customer so that they can take a necessary action. So definitely ledger creation, invoice, eBay bill, return upload, return download, return reconciliation, ITC at risk has been one of the prominent thing which any of the user can see into their company once they are using GST. So these all functionalities are there. Now take the new functionality, which is your HSN. So in HSN, the new changes which is there into the HSN is that while just creating any of the stock item, previously HSN was not there. Like here, suppose I'm just going to create, I'm doing it. And here, previously we need to put it manually everything. But from 7.1, it will be inbuilt into the system that if you will type wire also, so it will suggest you the related HSN number. You can either type the category name, or either you can directly select the uh, HSN number. So either way, you would be able to do that. But mostly because our user has been doing it from a longer time, GST have already came. So along with these requirement, Tally has just come all across with few of the functional functionalities which will definitely help them to solve their regular issues like return filing. So under the return filing, GSTR1, GST report, you would find a new additional button, validate HSN, SSE. Along with the GSTIN validation, now we have introduced validate HSN. Whatever HSN has been get into the transition during this tenure, it will validate it before sending to the uploading to the portal, so that you, if you will upload it, it will go rightly without any error, and your work would get ease, and definitely reconciliation and other work will definitely not going to hamper into your organization. So are directly shown into the product. So mandatory exchange of GSTIN bill to SIP to was one of the latest thing which has been asked by the government GST department, which is going to be effective from 1st of August. So while eBay bill generation, you would be able to get those functionalities already enabled into the system. You would be able to get a GST login session, which was previously into the system, was for 6 hours once login, but now it has been extended to 30 days login. So it will, once you will log in into the system, it will be active for 30 days. But doing that means you need to just re-authenticate means everything for this 30 date API means enablement. Enhancement related to tobacco related GST detail, which has been asked, which has been imposed into the Indian market, has been taken care for transaction, e-invoice, EB bill, GSTR1 and GSTR3B. So within the product, means the invoicing for the tobacco can be done and can be means all the formats and the compliance has been taken care. Taking care one of the aspect means like I am just taking backup. Moreover, any of the rule. So also we don't know that what can be asked as a rule by any of the editing means auditing agency. So it has been very means permanent rule that IT rule 46 section subsection 8 requires to means within the India, and even you need to take the daily backup. I don't know which daily backup, which backup they are talking about, or which either they is going to ask that 2 days, yesterday, anything. But definitely, whenever we talk about the technology, we need to take care of the sentiment of the customer, because any of the editing or means auditing agency will ask for any of the backup. Yes, this is available into Tally. Within the Tally, you can create a backup into the system, and you would be able to get means complied, fully complied, and you can means avoid the penalties for the non-compliance into such scenario. So how it is going to happen? Like Tally has introduced means Tally Drive, where you can take the backup. For a single user, 1 GB drive is free. For multi-user, 3 GB is free. So, anyways, you can utilize 3 GB, because most of the chartered accountants have multiple multi-user license, and these backup as per compliant, because the Amazon server is within India, and the backup which is happening on cloud is directly from Tally to means Tally Drive to Amazon. And this backup can be scheduled within the Tally. You need not to once get into the hustle. And here into the 7.1, what new changes has been introduced? Like here into the system, you will find setting. So what is new into 7.1? You can see the face itself. Now suppose this is a company. The new functionality here into Tally is asking something into display. It is a new button has been introduced. So Tally Drive backup schedule status for loaded companies. So once it has been by default yes, then it will ask you to remind you that this company has not been configured to take the backup. But once you will upload any of the company which is there into the system, which has been already means there, and you want to take the backup. So users, just taking one company.
Balwant sir, just a quick time check. We have 10
Yeah.
minutes at spare and few questions pending also.
Once you will upload any of the company which has been already configured for backup, you will see the current remark that whether this company backup is happening or not happening, or whether it's getting failed. You will click here. You will find that by when it is getting failed, every notification, and you can ask for backup now. It will happen. So it will get into the notification also, and it will help you take the backup. So fastly I will cover, then I will just take the question. So definitely automated backup, incremental backup is somewhat whatever additional entry you are doing into that company, that size of the backup is happening all across. If you are not doing any of the entry which has been backed up previously, it will have zero size into the file, and there will be no addition of the size into the drive which is there. So AWS secured, which is there into India, and definitely secure sharing with your chartered accountant. You can ask your customer to mention your email ID while just configuring the schedule, while scheduling the backup, so that you would be able to directly get a backup without asking him. So similarly into Ram case, because Mr. Sham used to ask multiple time for the data while just filing. So he used to get delayed. His users used to collect the things, correct the things, then used to send the chartered accountant that data. So it is a hustle and a daily task for most of the people who are there into this session. So you can ask your client to use this Tally Drive, and while just taking the backup, ask to just mention your email ID, and within that email ID they can just configure that you would be able to take give the rights that you would be able to download that company. So anyways, if you will set the schedule, daily backup will happen. You need not to ask it. You can log in it into Tally, and you can restore the backup directly within the Tally from there by using that means password. Encrypted data would be there. So in spite of following your customer, make into the habit that while just configuring the TallyTrime backup, scheduling it, they need to mention your email ID also. So means the user can mention multiple email IDs, so that any of the stakeholder who is responsible for giving any of the data analysis can do it directly. So definitely these are few of the functionalities, and new latest means authentication of email has been there since long. So previously, while just sending the email, uh, it was supposed to get into the security and privacy panel into the Gmail or any of the panel, and get the API connected and approval before before sending the data directly from Tally. So this was a cumbersome process. Now, means the latest email authentication has been introduced, where secured browser-based login would be there. So it will help you to get into automatically configure and authenticate your email if you have already signed into the internet page which you are using. So how it is going to happen? Quickly, I'm just going to give you a glimpse. So into the email section, you can get into any of the report, get into email, current report. If you want to just get into create, you can fill up all the credential. And if you are sending to Gmail, so I'm just from my email ID, I want to send to this email ID. I'm configuring my email ID. So if you are going to take Gmail, all the things, all pre means filled activity would be there. If you are using any of the email ID related to Outlook, so automatically means it will have the mail server configuration as per the norms into the organization. Now, if I'm just taking the Gmail, it asks for the authentication. So I'm just sending one party. Here you will find a few of the changes, like here into the system, what you will find, like previously the display of the name was not there. So the name and the email ID will get displayed. Here you can select it. You can select multiple addresses, and it will also add so lost used email ID. So it has been a habit that you are sending data to the director or either to chartered accountant or any of these stakeholders. So it's a repetitive activity. You need not to go anywhere. You can get into so last used. So the so last used will display all the email ID which has been used previously, and you can select one of them and send it. Once you will send it, you will get into the email setting. Here, under the email setting, what you will find, it will ask a means authentication login via browser, or you can also do it by logging with app and the password. So dual email authentication system for Gmail, or it will not ask for Outlook here. Outlook, it will not ask here. It will ask here only. You need to just verify it. You need to click for the detail, accept the credential, continue, read the when sent email, and this one you need to check this box and continue, verify email, send, and it will automatically happen. So you can log out also from the Tally. That user should not be able to just send now. So login and log off can be done using Tally credential itself and the login browser. So has been a new change, and definitely modernizing everyday work, personalizing the software, stay compliant, and master your decision making has been one of the prominent things. So now I would be able to just take a few of the questions, I hope.
Yeah, so we'll quickly move on to the questions. Between the allocated time, we have 5 minutes. We'll stretch it for 5 minutes more. Giving priority to the Q&A. So as I mentioned, we'll first take up the questions given in the Q&A tab. So Abhishek Fadieji is asking, please explain how to import invoices from PDF invoices.
Uh, you want to import the invoice transaction by doc by ERA by PDF. I hope this is the question. So yes, PDF, JPG, any of the image can be scanned. But if you're asking to get the statement, bank statement imported by PDF, so just wait for few more time. See, so it is going to be there available in few time. So we are
Yeah.
working on that. That is there.
So one query is in the e-commerce provisionality. Will the features be applicable for Flipkart, Meesho, or any other e-commerce platform apart from
Currently,
Amazon?
currently, sir, Amazon has been introduced. We're working on other platforms. It will get added into the same add-on functionalities.
Yeah.
So you would be able to
Ka
utilize that.
Kaswalaji is asking one query: how to print 10 invoices separately, not in one file at one go.
Multi-account printing you are asking for.
So you can make an assumption. If it is something else, he can get back to us. But this is what he has
Multi-account
written.
printing can be used for that. That has
Hmm.
been means one of the functionality, traditional functionality which is there. So try that. If your question is somewhat different, please just touch upon this subject with us. Once again, we will help you.
Yeah. Uh, so Piyush ji is asking, can Docs by ERA import sales invoice from my any other ERP software just by photo, or it has to be mandatorily be tally made invoice only to import, and also tell about importing my expenses and purchase.
So I hope means while just showing the functionalities, I have just tried to show you one of the function like here. This is one of the invoice which
Screen
is
is not
not from
visible, huh? Balwant
which
ji,
is
I think.
not from Tally, sir. There's a handmade invoice because the handwriting is little readable. So ERA will also complete this transaction, will capture this transaction into this form. Whatever thing which is not there, you need to do it manually. So like the name of the medicine has been clearly written in a well format. So it taken yet party name, everything from the invoice. It is it try to take everything automatically from the system, sir.
Yeah. So one question
That's
is,
an important
how
one.
do I connect a bank account with Tally?
Okay. So just to connect the bank, any of the bank, four banks, Axis, Kotak, SBI, or the ICIC, the panel is there into Exchange. If you are initiating at an initial level, you need to get into banking option, get into login and logout option. Once you will get into login, it will ask for the credential, Tallynet ID. Before getting into the Tallynet ID, it need to be enabled into your Tallynet ID for using the banking, which will be helped by the partner who's helping you, or either you can make a touch with us. We will help you to connect into that. So all the other credentials you need to fill up.
Balwant ji, if you're sharing the screen, it is not shared. Huh?
Okay, it's not shared. I'm
No,
really
no.
sorry. I just got lost there. So I'm really sorry. I need to repeat once again. So quickly, I'm just going to repeat once again. For the previous question, when we are importing any of the data, uh, it is not required that this data should be only from Tally format. It can be from any of the computerized format or either of the good handwriting manual format. So taking this example, I've already shown you this invoice is a manual invoice. Mahashiva Medical and Provision Store, and the details which has been captured here is manual one. But the handwriting which has been used is little confusing, but still Tally AI has just captured the information into this format. The name other things which is computerized will take automatically. Even the handwritten things would be easily being captured. So try to understand it is not about Tally invoice only, any of the invoice. If it is clear or computerized, it will take and fetch the information from there.
Moving on to the next question, Balwant sir.
Yeah. Moving
Akash
moving on
is,
the
yeah.
moving on the next question. I was just trying to showcase.
Okay,
Uh,
sorry. I thought it was. Please go on,
okay.
sir. Sorry.
For the banking connection, you need to get into Exchange, get into all banking option, get into login detail. You need to just put your Tallynet ID. You need to just put the password. You will receive an OTP. You need to use the same mobile number which has been connected into your bank as an admin. So I will put the here. It will show you this connection has been established. Now I can get into bank option. I can check for the bank connection. It will show you that whatever bank has been connected, but it is not going to happen immediately. So because I have already connected this through API handshake, so what is going to happen if we'll go into new connection, it will ask for which bank, get into, suppose I'm just going into Kotak Bank, I will get into here, I will just get into connect. So it will pop up into the website of the API integration. You need to just use the customer user and password, admin password. When you will just press it yes, so it will give you a message as successful. Then again you go back into your net banking login through corporate bank and just approve the credential which has been triggered from Tally, and that's it. So you would be able to use here the bank is already being connected. It will show into Tally like this. So it will show all the connected bank. So you would be able to fetch the detail, you can get the balance, you can ask for the get balance, or either you can ask for the once you can send the payment for those entries which has been posted into Tally. So you can select the transaction. If there, send it online, it will post into the API and you would be able to check it, check the status and everything. So for that, if you want to know more about it, so I will request everyone to just get here into Tally help and get into the videos one, telehealth videos. You would be able to see how these functionalities are there and take the help of the partners, or either our take our help. We would be happy to help you to just get your bank connected if anything would be there. Yeah.
Yeah. One more query. Somebody has a company with 7 branches and
Yep.
4 manufacturing units, with
Okay.
each using separate tally. In this situation, how can somebody have the Schedule 3 consolidated P&L balance sheet?
Sir, there are few of the functionalities which can be used here right now, because the data is being managed into multiple Tally. So definitely for filing the return, you are consolidating data somewhere. Either it will be happening through synchronization, which is the older technology, or either you are doing it manually by exporting it into JSON or the XML file for all the master and transaction into single company. Then you can perform it.
Yeah. Uh, so Madhviji is asking, is the backup free or chargeable?
Currently, the happiest thing is that the data backup, scheduling data backup is very easy. You can just go and do it, schedule it, and that is totally 1 GB is free of cost for single user customer with a valid TSS, and 3 GB of space is free for multi-user customers.
Yeah. And in fact, Balwantji, if you have some anecdotal evidence, while this is not a claim or any sort, but I think significant customers, Balwantji, that you must be meeting, between 1 GB and 3 GB, the requirement would have been satisfied. Is that a
Yes,
fair assumption to say?
yes, totally fair. Because the strongest thing which is there into this functionality, Tally is not going to take the entire backup every time. It will only take the latest backup, additional backup for additional entries. Like if I would be able to show you here into the system, once you will take the backup, the first backup will happen for at least 5 to 6 times lesser than the size of the company. Then additional backup will happen only for the new backup in KBs. So Tally will is to not utilize entire space because it is not going to take entire backup again and again. It will take the incremental backup. So incremental backup is more than enough, and you can use this technology. And even the cost of this technology is going to be very cheap into terms of pricing. So we are offering in any cases 50% discount for the chartered accountant for utilizing that. So that is also there.
Yeah, on TSS, there's 50% discount also if you have a
Yes,
CA license. So based
right.
on your COP date, you will be available. You can have either a 80% discount or a 50% discount. So you can check that also. We have an MOU with ICAI for that. Yeah. So how can I secure TSS password share to my CA for restore the data from Tally Drive? So how can
Okay.
I secure my password basically, and how can I restore it from the Tally
Sir,
Drive
it is
using
very
it?
simple. When you will get into add schedule, just select the company which you want to schedule for. Let me check because I'm just taking the older company. So here you will find take means there is a take a backup now functionality, and below this, if you will ask for set a backup password, you need to enable it. You need to mention a password. This password would be for the uh, means your encryption of data. Even if you will forget this password, you will not be able to download it. For that sake, Tally is also generating a recovery P into the email ID. So suppose I just taken one password here, and now I just want to mention multiple email ID. One email ID is mine one, and now I just want to mention a new address for my chartered accountant. I mentioned it and I did it. So within Tally, it will ask that you are the right stakeholder, then only you would be able to do that. Like your flow of data can be controlled only by the admin Tally admin ID. So I would be able to do that. It will ask for password. I need to do it and will happen. Now, means it has been into process. Once I will refresh the detail, I would be able to see that whether it has been still into the progress. Once it will complete, it will show you that it has been completed now because I have just post backup. And here you will get that it has been successful now. The next backup will come on 9th of July at 4:37 p.m. And if will not switch on your means not use Tally, and only your system is on and internet is connected, this backup will happen. There is nothing like you need to means post it directly from your end. It has been scheduled within the system and it will take the backup. Now coming back to the security layer, that how you are going to manage it securely, then you need to just log in into Tally site with your credential. I will get into here, Tally Drive Management, Tally Drive Storage, get into the primary detail. So I would be able to see that how many backup has been there, what is the size of backup which has been utilized, when my Tally license is going to expire. Everything you will get here into the system. Like here, 3 GB is the thing which I am just getting. Average storage is 2.86, which I have already utilized out of 3 GB. It will just give you the entire panel. And on label of the means data security, you would be able to get into the account management, sorry, cost center, control center, user management, manage user. So whatever email ID here for banking, you will enable here also, and I will check my email ID. Yeah, this one. So I will get into the system. Whatever functionality I'm just going to enable, like here Tally Drive. Suppose I'm just giving the functionality for whom, which email ID, I need to select it. And on basis of that selection, what are the functionalities which I'm just going to do it. So here you can just take out the functionalities that he would not be able to do other things. He would be able to, you would be able to see that backup. So you can configure it directly from here and save it.
Yeah.
So the
Shall we
email
move
ID
on?
which has been mentioned here
Hmm.
would be able to get only this data. functionality. So pre-configured thing can be done. Yeah.
Yeah, moving on to next question. In interest of time, we have overshotted significantly, but six queries we have. We'll close it very quickly, rush through them. So Tejal ji is asking, currently we attach doc to the entries. Will that be done automatically if imported through doc era? They are attaching the document to the entries.
Uh, Currently, means they can doc management is somewhat else. Whatever I have just understood by question. The only thing is that here into this doc by era, we have just given you the functionality to import the transaction either by the system. Wherever you are skipping the file, you need to just put the path and you need to select for the means data to be entered. So either I can select the entire document into that folder, or either I can select any of the single invoice and I can ask for it. So Tally will just import it and it will highlight you the success of that, and it will get imported into the system here into draft animation. So any of the plugin or anything where you have just kept the data, you need to check whether it is being, it can be done. So anything within the system or any of the network which is being with the full rights that you would be able to do it, you can means navigate to this path and you can do that into the system. Or either through mobile, you can use the WhatsApp or anything document, attach it, or either scan it or take a photograph, you can do that.
So one query, in case of Amazon import, will it be not helpful if we raise invoice in Tally directly?
Raise invoice directly into Tally means first we are raising the invoice and then it is going to impact the site. So that level of integration is definitely required if this is the question. So means we all need to connect with our means TDL partners, customization partner who can just make it happen. Currently, within default Tally, we are focusing on how the users who are just importing, because portal has just given right to download that seat. You can download it and you can ask the entry into Tally. So Tally will do that.
Yeah. Tejal ji is requesting for links of the plugins.
Yes, yes. So you have been able to do that.
No, Balwant ji, you'll have to help me with that if you have it handy. And if it is not available, no, what we can promise now?
Let's
Uh,
proceed with the question. I'm just trying to just get into
okay,
it.
okay. So only two questions are there after this.
Yeah, yeah. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kanaya ji is asking, reverse calculation of GST, including GST rate, is not getting properly in case of GST on MRP. How will you implement? How will you correct this?
Sorry, can you just come again? I'm really sorry.
Reverse calculation of GST, including
Uh-huh.
the GST rate, doesn't get properly calculated or shown in case of GST on MRP. How do you implement it?
We need to check the data because within Tally we have already given the functionality under the sales, and you would be able to means enable that functionality like here into F12 button. You need to use the provide rate inclusive of the tax of the stock item, and there will be additional column which will be there into Tally. So once you will take here, you need to put the stock item quantity inclusive rate. Like 17,800 is the inclusive rate. So it will automatically means compute the accessible value basis the tax classification which is there into this product 5%.
One last question from Piyush.
Yeah.
Can you import the same, or rather a request, can you import the same Mahadev provision store invoice as voucher format instead of item invoice?
Yes, that can be done.
It can be done. Okay, so all the questions and chat. So basically, there are a lot of chats. We won't be able to take it. What we can do is, I have shared the WhatsApp group link for dedicated for the CS. Please join it. Please post your questions. We will have somebody answer those queries as and when the time permits on that forum. So we can continue our conversation over there. This is not the end of the session. And one last thing, Balwanji, if you can share the link if they are with us and post that, we can close this.
I'm just not, I stop sharing and I will just trying to identify that link. Just give me 30 seconds,
Yeah, we are there. We are there.
only 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Into the chat box. Now you can check into the chat box.
I think you'll have
All,
to,
all
yeah.
three links.
What? Okay, it is. I. Uh, the link is not active. Huh? मतलब-
It is not active.
No, it is not active. It is not clickable actually.
Okay, okay. Let me check one by one. So might be it will work one by one.
Yeah.
It is not taking here.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Balwanji, what we will do is you take your time, you share it internally with me. I will post it in the WhatsApp group, which is shared with everybody. So we'll share it in the that CA community. So people who are there in this forum know can be access all the resources there.
Correct. So just quickly, if because few of the people are demanding it, so what is
Okay.
going to happen into the Tally website? I can just give you small
Yeah, you can share
glimpses.
the screen. Screen is not
Ah,
visible. Huh? You will share
okay,
that.
okay. Let me just share my
Ha,
screen
you
once.
can show the path also. They can do it on their own.
Ha. So here, any of the means login which is there. So into Tally, if you want to go for Amazon data import, so if you click here, you will find a link tallysolutions.com/import hyphen Amazon hyphen reports hyphen into hyphen TallyPrime. So it will directly land up to the page where you would be able to get into. So the link is there also. I hope explore, read more existing.
In Customer Hub plugins, are you talking about this?
Yeah. Where it is there?
On the
View
top.
all
Yeah.
plugins.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here into this tallysolutions.com, get into customer hub, get into plugin, customer plugin, view all plugins. You will find this page. So you can come directly here, go for enable. It will ask for your serial number, put your serial number, enable it. It will create an OTP, means send a OTP to the mobile number which is registered, verify it, and it will tell you that it is available on 7.1. If it will be lesser than this 7.1 release, then it will ask you to update first. Once you will update it, retry, means authorize it, and it will be plugged into your system. Now only the process which you need to complete come into Tally and update your license. Get into means your setting, license manage, and update the license by using your Tallynet and ID password. So this credential will be applicable here. It will show you here and all loaded. All loaded means all the functional would be available here and there wherever it is in plan. Yeah, that is all from my end.
Beautiful, beautiful, Balwanji, and thank you so much. Just goes to show that there is so much of demand for such kind of sessions. We keep doing it every Wednesday, and we are grateful to Balwant sir for sparing some time out. For any queries, you can reach out to our team. You can write to me. We would be happy to build it up from here on. So with that, we'll conclude today's session. Once again,
And
thank you everyone for
my
giving us your
sincere
time.
thanks to everyone who have just participated and given so much time. Thank you so much, sir.